Lego. Hi. Apparently, this is a Lego right here, and sometimes people like to build these things. And I'm also finally old enough to be able to build something like this because it's 18 plus. So why don't we just kind of kick into it and begin. I hate these boxes because they think that it's a good idea to have these little push tabs. You never want the push tabs. Push tabs are like the worst thing you can possibly ever imagine because they never work. Except for today. Watch this cool stuff. Boom. And that, oh wait, no, we don't want the stickers. We don't want to forget about those. We got Legos. And I also have a camera right here. Because you never know when you need a camera. So let's begin. Bag number 1. Would you look at that? It's a bag and it's numbered and it's 1. Bag number 2. It's a bag, it's numbered, and it's 2. Because that's what everybody loves. Would you look at this? It's bag, it's 3, it's numbered, it's fun stuff. 4. And last but not least, we got bag number 5. Because, you know, why not again? And we got these fun things. I'm not sure exactly what any of this is. It's a green piece. We also have them instruction book. Instructional instruction book, yeah. So why don't we begin not with opening all this, but instead getting a good old instructions going. I am completely wireless from my computer right now, except for my microphone, but we don't talk about that part. Okay, let's begin with bag number 1. Boom, we got bag number 1 right here, and a whole bunch of bags on the floor too, but don't worry about it. What we worry about is opening this thing up. Now, that's why I have my heavy-duty scissors that work on left and right scissors that I think I got from like Home Depot, because that's the only way you can actually open these things. Okay, so we got this thing. We got this little thing. Oh my god, we got this little thing. Would you look at it? It's little, it's a thing, and it's a little thing. Waha! It's really cool because it's a little thing. Like, let's say I grabbed this piece, okay? I grabbed this little piece right here, and then I accidentally placed this piece right here. That's not where it's supposed to go, by the way. I can't get that thing off. I can't get it off. It's just not gonna happen. But with this, I can get it off pretty easily. So that's the tutorial. That's the tutorial on how this thing works. Now we got all these pieces here that we need to figure out what we're doing with. So why don't we begin with this piece right here? This piece right here. This is the piece that we're going to have to begin with. Cameras and Legos and whatnot have always been the hardest thing in the world. Where do you put your camera, and how do you put your camera where you're not going to bump into it, kind of thing? I've learned that there is no avoiding it, and it's just going to happen. So your camera is just going to have to kind of be somewhere where you're okay with it being in the way. That's why I have it movable, so I can just move it out of the way and whatnot. Now we gotta grab this little funky piece right here. Look how funky this piece is. This is a funky piece. I don't know why it's a funky piece, but it definitely is a funky piece. Like you can do this stuff with this piece and whatnot. You can't even see that. You can do like this funky stuff with this piece and whatnot. It's real funky, real funky. We're gonna be plonking this right here. Like that. Then we're gonna do the same thing right here. Boom. It's done. Now it's done. We're gonna do whatever the hell that is, which seems to be like one of these little slope pieces that are like a slope piece. And we're gonna just boom, like that. So now it's like a slope piece, but instead of a I had way too much nothing to eat today. So I am bouncing off the goddamn walls. But you want to know what is fine? I am fine. This is fine. Humans never needed food. Anyways, food is overrated and you don't need it. But what you do need is one of these pieces on top, kind of thing, like that. Boom, would you look at that? Now, you may be asking, what the hell is this thing? Good question. This little thing right here is going to be useful for these. Oh, these right here. That's what these are going to be for. These have a little opening right here. No scissors needed. Now, if you ask me what this piece is going to be used for, I have no goddamn clue. But what I do know is that we need... Oh, God, that is funky. Oh, my God. What? Hold on. Look at this. Look at this. Watch this funky thing. Watch this funky thing. Yeah, that's real fun. Those two are going to go into here, like that, directly. Camera work is hard. Into here, directly like that. Boom. Boom. I'm going to now have it be in a fisheye lens because it works a lot better if it's in fisheye lens. So, you know. Now, we need... Where is it? Where is it? I just saw it. It's this piece right here. Boom. This piece. Right there. Right there. So this piece is going to be used as a piece. What the hell am I doing here? Who knows? I'm just doing. The game told me to do this, so I'm doing this. Once one tells you to do something, that's when you have to do it. No questions, no answers, period. We're gonna have it like that, like that. Yeah, I was going to do it again, but like this and like this instead. And that can go there. I'm thinking, yeah. Okay, hold on. What's happening? Is it supposed to actually go like that? There we go. Okay, hold on. I just made a little mistake here. But really, little mistakes are what makes everything great in life, really. Would you look at that? We got our thing here. Now, we're going to grab this thing, okay? This cool thing here. We're going to place it like that. We're going to place that on there. Just like that. Would you look at that? Ain't that cool looking? That cool. Then we can put, Gomboy on it. And, even better, it can say... can say made in Japan. Okay, cool. This is fine. Anyways, like I was saying, we got our cool little handy dandy Game Boy Shame Boy. That's a shame boy. You should be ashamed of yourself, boy. I don't know where I was gonna put it somewhere, but then I realized I don't have anywhere to put it. Oh, then we're going to place all of these onto each side like that to make it more official. Boom. And then we can place it right around here, just like that. Would you look at that? 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 There we go. Ain't that great? That great. Okay, anyways, like I was saying before I rudely interrupted myself, really, let's continue on to our next little endeavor and see what happens next. Bag 2. That's what happens next. And then we got bag 2.5 here. Now we can officially begin with this piece. Boom. Then after using that piece, we can use this piece to doink that on there. And then the same thing happens there, like that. Like that. Now that I'm absolutely losing my mind here, we can continue with, we can continue with building. because everybody knows the funnest thing that one can do is build. And now we can just go absolutely ape on this thing. Boom. I have done it. Okay, then we're going to want this little piece here for top secret reasons. Now we gotta go ape again. Boom, we have done it. Now we have to do this. This little thing with the side of gotta like bend your hand around the microphone, my hand around the microphone to reach it, but you know, it's fine. There we go. Boom, just like that, just like that. Nothing else will possibly ever get in our way. Now we go ape. We go ape. There we go. Now that we have like what are 20 pieces onto there, we can finally put that on. How fun. Boom, would you look at that? Is on, and is never gonna leave. Ah, damn it. Okay, now we don't need that anymore. And that came very close to falling off the edge. It didn't though, so, you know, nothing to be worried about. The main thing we have to be worried about is putting a whole bunch of these, I don't even know what these would actually be called, but whatever you would call these pieces on. We have to put these pieces on. These unknown named pieces on, because they are very unknown name to all of us. And we must figure out what their names are. So look at that. Boom. And now we don't need that anymore. But what we do need is what? One of those things right there. One of these things right there. We need that. And then we need those two. Okay. Let's splonk these on too. Link splonk kind of thing. And then this can go on top, just like that. And we can make this little thing happen. There we go. And we can place it right there. All nice and beautifully. And then all this can go splonk right onto there. Boom. Where it then will get placed like this. There we go. Yeah. There we go. Now I got the side. We got a side. We got a singular side. So that's fun. Now we need this piece right here. Here's the thing, is where my hand goes is where my camera is. But I can definitely do this, and then it's gonna be all off-sided. So then I can do this slightly better, technically. So we're gonna do it like this for a hot second. This piece is gonna go like this. There we go. Then this piece, another one of these unknown named mystery name pieces. I could look all this up, but I don't want to. Anyways, I am now going to slap this on. And also one of these on. Bonk. There we go. And then we're gonna flip it upside down so we can see the bottom of it, you know, surprise, surprise. Then we're gonna be placing some of that downs and some of that downs, like that. Then, while we have it upside down, we gotta place another mystery curved piece there. And while it's also upside down, we place this here, apparently. Yeah, there we go. And then we really extend it out. Like... like that. Now that it's like this, we can go to our next page here. Then we can see that we need this here. Boom, flip back upside down because why not? And we will need this, and that, just like that. And we're gonna make it all nice and buddy with that. Boom, beautiful. Then we're going to use one of these pieces right here and one of these pieces right here. And don't forget about this piece all the way up here. That's a very important piece, so do not forget about it whatsoever. Now that's all like that, we can place this onto our thing here. There we go. Now we have two sides, and it kind of looks like an alien, not an alien spaceship or something, but like a spaceship of some kind of Star Wars or that other TV movie franchise that's based in space. Looks like one of those. Then we are going to we're just gonna fill this thing up like no other. Like, oh my god, we're just gonna go absolutely ham on this thing. I'm gonna place one of these here, then we're gonna place one of these here, and then we're gonna zoom in a little bit so you can kind of get an idea on what the hell I'm doing. Then we can place one of these here, like so, and this here. Oh, this goes here. This stupid thing. There we go. Jesus. Then we're gonna place whatever the hell this thing is right there. And last but not least, we'll be placing this there, just like that. So now that we have gone insane with this thing, we got to go insane up here via placing this down and then placing that down, just like so. Then we need you. To get rid of this, we need this with a side of this. I don't know exactly what this is going to do, but what I do know is it definitely does do something, so that's fun. But what I do know is we are going to be going doink, spadoink, 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 and a spadoink like that. Yeah. So now we're going to just have to fill all this stuff in with some funneled things that we typically use to fill stuff in, like a typical person. Then we can use this unknown named curved flat 1x1 smooth thing. Yes. Okay, then we can place this like that, I'm guessing it seems like. But then it kind of looks like that a little bit. And we can plonk this onto here like that. So now it gives off that kind of look. I don't know what it's supposed to be. What I do know is it looks like that. Now we can grab our thing here and we can just kind of simply place it right here. Right there. Okay, then we can grab this piece, place it there, grab something like this and place it up here. You'll look at that, it's beautiful. And then what we can do is we can look at our little camera here and see that it's very dirty. Then we can hope that that worked in the cleaning process of cleaning our camera. And if it didn't, then oh well kind of thing, I suppose. But anyways, that's that. So now we can move on to whatever the hell we're doing here with these yellow pieces. There we go. That's what happens when you don't look, but you do just kind of slap the table and hope that you grab it. Then we can put these weird yellow pieces there. We can put this weird curved piece right there. Then we can grab another weird curved piece. We can splunk it right here, and then we can put a little, wait, no, that's not right. We can splunk it right there, and then we can place a little thing right there to seamlessly put that there and whatnot, I suppose. Then we grab one of these good old, I don't know the name of, and we are going, oh my god. And we are going to just kind of do a whole bunch of stuff here until, oh wait, okay, I see. I'm like, what am I looking at? Until something happens. And then we can place that right there. So we get this thing. Again, what is it? I have no clue. I have less than no clue, honestly. I just have no goddamn clue. But what I do know is I can place this seems to be like here, I think. So then we have that. Yeah. Then we can move this out of the way. And we can grab our strange thing. And we can grab this little red arm piece and drop it. And then we can place both of those on, while also placing one of those onto. And we grab this and we place it there. Just like that. Now, we want to place two of these on the bottom here, like so. And then we grab this piece and we plonk it onto there. If you're following at home, don't, because I don't know what I'm doing fully. So, you know, let me make the mistakes and you can have maybe a fun time watching. I'm not sure what's fun to you. Then we can have this piece slide into there for reasons, and biddity bam, biddity boom, it works. Now, again, why did that piece go in like that? No goddamn clue, but it did. So now we just gotta do it again, but in a slightly different way, aka it's gonna be mirrored. Boom. Done, and we can place you into there, just like that. Now we can move these out of the way and grab number 3. Grab bag number 3. Use our insane tool to cut it. Then we can open our insane bag here, dunk everything out. Look at that. Now we can just grab all that and just push it out of the way there. We opened up you just a little bit, so why don't we finish the job here? Boom. And then there we go. And then we can dunk this onto here too. There we go. He's beautiful. Now we grab this yet again, and we can start placing these little things down. It's going to be something for sure. Then I can get all of these pieces in, and then we will be happy. Okay, there we go. We have gotten all of our pieces in. Now we can just abandon that and move on to whatever the hell we need to do here, which is going to involve this brown piece and this green piece, like that. And then another brown piece to go that. Ba-boom. Then we can place a brown piece here. So then it looks like that. It's kind of like a tree if you don't know how to make a tree. Then we can use this to place it here. Then everything is all nice and in place and nothing's gonna fall off now, which is very lovely. Then in you, we can, there we go. Then with you, we can place this. I think I might have used the wrong green piece real quick. Hold on. That's more like it. There we go. That's more like a green piece. And then we can place that there. And then this there. Yes, indeed. Indeed. We can grab this little thing right here. And while we have this in our hands, we can then grab this, another little thing here, which is made out of rubber. Everybody loves rubber. Then we can put that into there and have it like this. Then we place it in like so. What does this do? Who knows? But what I do know is it's definitely doing a thing. Okay, now with it like that, we can figure out what I'm doing Okay, so we're going to grab this piece and place it here. Grab this out. Grab this piece and place it here. And grab this piece and place it there. Just like that. La-dee-da and whatnot. Then we can grab 2 pieces here and place both of them on like so. And then we can grab these rando pieces and randomly place them out and about. First, sure we need 4. And that's why they gave us exactly 4. There we go. Then we can grab this little piece right here and right onto the edge, just kind of bloop it right there and place it right there. Oh, cool. What does this do again? Who knows? Just who knows? Then we can place another one of these cone pieces, and then we can place another cone piece, and we can place another cone piece, just like that. There we go. Stupid. And then with it all like that, we can grab this and place it place it like that. Is it supposed to go in, or is it just supposed to sit there? It's just supposed to sit there. Cool. It sits there, and it sits there some more. We don't need to worry about that anymore, because we now need to worry about this. This piece is the big old main piece right here. This is the piece of resistance and whatnot. Then we need this piece and this piece, that piece, this piece, and don't forget about this piece right here, like that. Okay. Yeah, then we can just kind of continue placing pieces onto places. Placing pieces onto places. There we go. Okay. Then I'm going to actually do something with the camera again. So as long as you don't hit the power button, we'll be fine. And guess what? It hit the power button and we're fine. Okay, so now what we're going to do is whatever the hell that is. Oof. Gonna move that out of the way. We're gonna grab this and we're gonna grab, let's be like this, and then we're gonna, there we go. And then we're going to do whatever the actual heck this is. And then we are going to flip this over, place a piece right here in this place, and then place a piece right here. And then we're going to flip it back over, probably, I want to say, yes. Then we can do this and do that, and then do it all over again here, and there. We got start and we got select. Now I gotta make sure I have it in the right order. I can't see. Okay, well it doesn't help that start and select look very similar. So I'm just gonna go to page 50. Boom, that's how it's supposed to go. Yeah, and then it's gonna go like that. Yeah, like that. And then we're gonna grab this. We're gonna grab this thing and use it. Really, we're just gonna use it. Never mind. There we go. All of this should hopefully go on like that. Would you look at that? There we go. There we go. There we go. There we go. Then we can place this right there, all nice and fun like. I feel like I'm missing something. I definitely am missing something. Okay, hold on. I just skipped an entire step. It's not that I skipped it a long time ago. No, I just skipped it just now. I am really, really good at build Lego. Don't even mess with. God damn it. Don't even mess with me. Me and my Lego skills, they're like no other. I want to see you try to be as good as me at build Lego. Just I just want to see you. I just want to see you try. Which piece do I need? It's all the way up here. Okay, hold on. Let's long that there. So then it looks like that. Cool. And then we can grab this piece and splonk it right. Nope, splonk it right there. And then we can grab this piece that says the headphones, and we can plonk it right there. Now remember, headphones go into there. I don't know where else headphones would go, but they go into there. Now we're going to grab all of this, and we're going to, again, just place it down just like that. Boom. Boom, would you look at that? Moving on to our next thing, which is going to be in this. We're going to grab the big red brick, because, you know, it's the iconic big red brick that Lego always uses. So anyways, with this big red brick, you're going to flip it upside down and grab this piece and bonk it right there. And then we're going to grab this gold piece, bonk it right there. Then we're going to go back to this, and we're going to just bonk this whole entire thing right here. I think I did this wrong. Now we're going to bonk this whole entire thing right here. Just like that. Let's go. Then we're going to grab this and this and this and this and this and this, and now we're going to place all of that right here. So that's going to go look all nice and cool, like very cool, like, yeah. Then we are going to grab this piece right here, this little piece, which has a little piece of plastic on it and whatnot, but that's fine. Then with that piece, we are going to grab this piece right here, plonk it on top, and then put this piece down here. And then we are going, oh, that's it. We're just going to place it. We're just going to place it here like that kind of thing. This is getting very complex and very crazy. Let's continue with that craziness and make more things to put inside. We got this and we got that, and then we can just plonk those two on top just like that. Then we can grab this funky looking piece. Look how funky. It's a very funky looking piece. It's also very sharp. And then do that. And then with all of that, we can place it down like that kind of thing, because that's what we need. Then we can grab our Nintendo Game Boy and place it like so. Our Nintendo Game Boy has been placed. Now we are going to grab what looks like this little piece and put a gold little piece right there, and then we're going to surround it with a whole bunch of black pieces like that. Wait, nope, like that. Then this piece goes on like that. There we go. Apparently it's actually supposed to go like that. There we go. And that's going to go right into there. Is it supposed to stay in? Is there supposed to be a thing that happens with it, or does it just kind of like, you know, go on? Okay, I'm just going to say it does that for now. Now we're going to go back to this, and we are going to place this piece here and this piece up here like so. Oh, very clever. That's not right. No, that is right. Oh, I see why. Like that and like that. So it actually, oh my god, so it actually like works like an actual, what's it called? Actual, D-pad, I think. I was trying to think of it, I'm like, it has like a cross button, cross thing, but I think it's just called a D-pad, because it's very D. Anyways, now we're gonna continue on with a piece that looks a whole lot like that piece, and now we're just gonna place one of these pieces, yeah, underneath it, and one of these pieces, yeah, right there. And boink. And we're gonna do whatever the hell that is. Okay, we're just gonna start. We're gonna grab this piece, and with this piece, we're gonna grab this little flat-looking thing, and we're gonna place this right there. Then with that, we are going to grab this, and we're gonna place this right there. And then with that, we're going to place this whole entire thing, this whole entire complicatedness right there. And then with that, we're going to grab this weird looking piece, and we're going to just place it right there. There we go. And we're going to do that again. This piece there, all this goes into here, this piece there. Boom, and now we have our two, I want to stay surprised, but I already know what this is. And you do too, probably. Because let's be honest, it's not the hardest thing to think of to figure out in the world, like at all. But let's act like we don't know what this could possibly be. Then we are going to grab this, and we're gonna place one of these on, like this, and then we're gonna place the darker piece, this piece right here. We're gonna place it right there, and then we're gonna grab our thing here and schwonk it there, just like that. Then we are going to this piece, then this piece, then this yellow looking piece for some odd reason, and then we're going to place another piece on top of this to give it some of that good old height. And then we're going to just simply place that on right there. Gold piece because, you know, why not? Brown piece right there. A brown piece. Then some of these pieces will go like so. Just like so. Then this piece will go here, and then this piece will go here. Now, our next piece doesn't exist. Unless it's what's in this 6049732 box. Why don't we open it up and see what's inside of this? Is nothing. Oh my god, is the tiniest thing in the world, actually. Something is just stupendously small for what I was expecting. This is gonna go like this. It's gonna go onto here. Then it's gonna stretch over to here, if I can do that. And this up here is gonna stretch up to here. And then, there we go, we got the button. I mean, we got whatever that does. I don't know what it does. I have no clue. But what I do know is 8. And I also know that we have this piece and that piece, like so. Then we are going to place this piece right here. And we're going to do exactly what the thing tells us to do. So we're going to place this down. We're going to place this down, and then we're going to just do this. That's how it's done. Then we're going to grab this piece and this weird looking thing right here. Connect all that down. Is rounded. Then we are going to do this and that. Then we're going to do that, and then we're going to do that with a side of that. Now, again, if you ask me what the hell we're doing here, I have no goddamn clue. I have literally no clue. But what I do know is we're going to be schwonking this onto here like so. Look at that. Okay. There we go. And then all of this will go right onto this edge right here. Boom, bam, pim, pow, chow, bam. We still have this whole thing here, but we don't worry about that. We worry about this. Oh my god, button. Okay, so now we're going to worry about this right here. Via grabbing this and placing that on, and then that on. There we go. And then we can place it over here, just like that. Then we're going to do a nice good old spadoink and a spadoink. There we go. And then a good old spadoink. Just like that. There we go. Now, we're going to move all these things off to the side here because we got 4. I dropped a piece. There we go. And we have that right there, which can then go over there. There we go. Okay, so now we are going to grab this, and we are going to get rid of this for a second because we need something else. We need something that looks a whole lot like this and this. Okay, so we're gonna grab these, we're gonna grab these two pieces, and we're going to place both of them on, and then boink, there we go. Wait, there we go. And then we're gonna take it off. We're gonna just take it off because it's not supposed to go there, it's supposed to go there. Beautiful. Okay, then we are going to grab you, right? No, not you. We don't want you. We do not want you. We do not want you. We just want this piece. Like that. Alright, and then we can grab this little piece and we can boink it right onto there. Oh, and then we can place this right here. What does this do? Who knows? But what I do know is this definitely does something for sure and for sure. And then from some more for sure's. So, yes. Alrighty, let's move on to our next thing, which is going to require this piece right here. This little tiny whiny little piece is going to be our next stuff, because that's what the instructions say, and I just do what the instructions tell me to do. So if they tell me to do stuff like this, then I just do stuff like that. You know, I don't care. I just do what the instructions tell me to do. We don't think twice about it, because if we think twice about it, then we'll see the loopholes in it, and then if we see the loopholes in it, then our known reality will crumble, break, and maybe, just maybe, we will die, because we're not supposed to be looking out in the world. It's prohibited and against our rules to see what's out there. So that's why we are not doing that. Dot matrix with stereo sound. Let's go. I love dot matrix. Okay. Then we can place you onto there, and we will continue onwards. There we go. There we go. There we go. Place these weird looking things. I broke it. There, and god damn it. And there, right then and there. Boom, pow, chow, bam, whammo. Then this good old thing will go like this, and then we can figure out what our next piece is. Is it this? No. What is our next piece? It's this. This is our next piece that we gotta put on. Like that. There we go. Would you look at that? Beautiful. Then we will grab this and do this with it. Do a little bit of this. Then a little bit of this. Then we'll put this onto there. And then we can grab this, place this here, these here, like that. Then place one of these here, and one of those there, just like that. Fun stuff. And then we are going to grab these two pieces, bam boom, and place them bam boom there. There, bam boom. Then we're not done yet. We're not done yet. We do this, we do that, we figure out why that's happening. Oh, I see why that's happening. Yeah, don't worry about that fully. Then we grab this and we prevent that from happening, just like that. And now we can give it a nice good old clean. Go on, you idiot. Clean, shiny finish all on top of it, like so. There we go. There we go. Whoa, 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 whoa. Okay, now we can grab this and plonk it right here. Again, I don't know. Oh yeah, well, actually, it should just plonk. There we go. It plonked. I still don't know what this is gonna do, but what I do know. And we're gonna look inside of the window and we're gonna see exactly what's happening inside this window. Never mind. So now we can place this stupid window on. There we go. Place this here, there. Place this on top there. Make this side slope off like so. Grab this piece and this piece, place it there, and then all that goes right onto there beautifully. And then we can move this out of the way real quick. We can grab that piece and this piece, plonk it on, and go wonk, just like that. Then we can go boink right there. Then put this, which is our battery symbol, right there. And then on top of that, we'll go one of these, like that. Then we can place it down like that. That there, and that there. So now with that, we can boink, boink, boink. Boink. Well, we actually need to do it right way around here. Boink, 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 and boink that on, just like so. Now we have a nice little window to look inside of it. Oh. Okay, now we are going to bring this back and we're gonna work in here. First things first, I am going to place this there, and then this there. Then we're going to grab one of these and grab one of these little sharp things. Look how sharp that is. I'm gonna place it into there. Then we can place that. Then we can place that like that is gone. We can try this again, but this time you're actually going to place it in the right place and not accidentally break the whole entire goddamn thing. There we go. And now we have a nice little, I'm guessing, what, volume, perhaps? Perhaps. Okay, then we can just finish it off with a good old U. There we go, there we go. Then on this side, we're going to place this here, which will successfully be contrast, because everybody needs a contrast thing. What does it fully do? Who knows? But what I do know is you can boost the contrast way the hell up until there is nothing left. Then we can place you right here like that, and then flip it around and place this good old thing right on up here, just like that. Figure out that there's a big old gap right there and freak out about it. Aha! Then we can place this right there, grab this good old thing and doink that on, and doink that right there. Perfect. And of course, that will be it. But of course not, because, you know, why would it be it? Because now we need to put that on. We need to put this on, so it says volume. We need to put this on, so we know that that is the EXT connector, which is that. That can go up there to do that. Boom. Now we can just move that off to the side, bring it back, go to the back, and then just do this. Just, you know, rip this thing off. Then we can grab our mystery sheet, place that right into there, close our thing up, and then close it up even more, and then look at the front of it. Wow. is like real life because, well, actually, yeah, there we go. It's just like I'm playing the actual thing. Okay, now we can put that off to the side and go with our final, go with our final box. Bag 5. Let's begin with our scissors here. Boom, bam, beam, bomb. Move that all out of the way. And begin with that. With that thing. We can use our real long slope piece here. Mystery slope piece. I don't know what it's called or anything, but what I do know is we gotta finish it off. So we can just like, you know, bonk, and then 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 bonk, just like that. And now we can grab our Game Boy, put it into the little headphone slot a little bit, and as you can tell, it works perfectly fine. Now we can move that off to the side and finish our last thing, which will begin with that. We will begin with that. And now we can just begin in general, or put more on, and was not, just like that. And then we can place, rotate it the right way so I know for a fact that I'm putting these in the right places. There we go. We can place this right here, right there, and then we can place you there and you there. We go. This can go here, like so. And this can go here, like so. We can grab one of these, place 2 little things on it like that, and then place another 2 little things on it like that. Go back to here, connect that on. Then we can grab this, place this. Ooh, yeah, that looks cool. Anyways, then we can place this whole entire thing onto you here. We can grab our second sticker, and then we can very carefully place it on like that. These are some of the most pristine sticker jobs I have ever done in my entire life of Lego-nage. We can slap the big old Game Boy onto it, and we can plonk you there, and plonk you there, and then plonk you up here. So it looks like that. It's good. Then we can grab our little Game Boy, slide it into the back here, connect it in so it doesn't fall out and whatnot, and we can play some Nintendo Game Boy. Let's go. Yippee wahoo! And then we can, again, you know, take it right on out, replace it with some Super Mario Land. There we go. Connects in right like that. And then we can play that. There we go. Just like that. Whoa, would you look at all that good old stuff. And then we can set it up, and there we go. We have our Nintendo Game Boy. Finished Nintendo Game Boy. I would say that this is pretty cool. This is pretty cool. This is pretty cool. And this is pretty cool. Yeah. Is complete. I'm gonna go play some Super Mario Land now on this thing. So goodbye. I'm gonna go down here actually. Now that I think about it, yeah, I'm gonna go down here. And then I'm gonna go down here. So just give me a second.